In 1637, a single tulip bulb cost more than a house in Amsterdam, more than a craftsman earned in 10 years, for one flower. And here's the part your textbook skipped. That flower was sick, literally diseased. They paid a mansion for a plant with a cold. The most expensive bloom in history got its price from a virus. And almost everything you think you know about tulip mania is wrong. Let me show you. You know the story. Holland lost its mind over flowers, and when it crashed, the whole economy burned down. Keep that version in your head. We're going to take it apart, piece by piece, starting with the flower itself. Amsterdam, the 1630s. The richest city on earth, drowning in trading company money. And when a society runs out of things it actually needs, it starts paying fortunes for things that just mean something. Tulips were new, exotic, impossible to fake. The ultimate flex. Basically a 1630s designer handbag that grows in dirt. Now the twist, biology wrote. The most prized tulips, the ones with those wild flame streaks, weren't a special breed. They were infected. A mosaic virus broke the color into streaks and slowly weakened the bulb, making the sick ones permanently rare. Read that again. The scarcity wasn't designed. It was a disease. Nobody knew. They just knew the streaky ones were rare and gorgeous, so they paid a house for a plant with a cold. Nature ran the first limited edition drop. Then finance showed up, and this part is genuinely beautiful. Tulips bloom a few weeks a year, so the Dutch started trading promises instead. Paper claims on bulbs still buried in the ground. They called it Windhandel, wind trade. No flower changed hands. Often no money either, just contracts stacked on contracts. In taverns after dark. They invented a way to sell a flower that didn't exist yet, to someone who'd never see it, in a bar. Honestly, respect. Winter, 1636. Prices went vertical. The rarest bulbs reportedly traded for the price of a canal-side mansion. And then, in February 1637, at an auction in Harlem, the bids just stopped. No crash of glass, no brokers leaping from windows. The wind simply stopped blowing. And now the part your textbook lied about. Historians who actually dug the archives, and Goldgar's the famous one, found the truth. Most contracts were quietly settled for pennies on the pound. Bankruptcies? A handful. The Dutch economy? Kept booming for decades. The Great Tulip Crash barely scratched Holland. The apocalypse was invented, first by finger-wagging pamphlets, then by every writer since, because greedy idiots ruined by flowers is just too good a story to fact-check. So two things were true at once. Yes, people paid insane prices for promises on sick flowers, and no, it did not end the world. Which is why tulips is the most used and most misused word in finance. Every generation points at the new thing, railways, dot-coms, crypto, and screams, tulips! Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're just early, and sometimes they're pointing at the printing press and calling it a flower. So how do you tell a real tulip from a fake alarm? Watch what happens when the bids stop. If there's something real underneath, it survives February. So, honest question, real answers below, not advice. What gets wrongly called a tulip today, and what's quietly becoming one? I'm Casey. This is KC Currents. Want to watch the smartest man alive make this exact mistake? Newton's right here. Next week, the Dutch again, trading away Manhattan on purpose. And why it was a genius move.